I want to summarize for you the whole book, The Art of Dramatic Writing by Lajos Egri. The book was written actually for theater people, about plays, and not so much really about television or film. However, I used the textbook, The Art of Dramatic Writing, because it gets inside the mind and the heart of the writer, no matter what genre you're working for, or whatever form, or whether you're writing plays or television shows, or whether you're writing movies. So all of Egri can be divided into three parts. The first part is the premise, and he claims that every play that's ever written, that part, quote unquote, works, has a premise, such as frugality leads to waste. Now that goes for Social Network, for Gran Torino, for every TV commercial, for every play, for every single dramatic story. It's very difficult. It's the most difficult part of the whole enterprise, and I will take you through it, I hope, so that you can become clearer about it. Our first weeks we will be dealing with the large and the small. We're going to go into very small things like the 10-minute movie and enormous projects like the King's Speech, which won the Oscar last year for Best Picture of the Year. The second thing that Egri discusses, which he claims is more important than plot, which is what Aristotle said was the number one attribute of all dramatic writings that was essential, is character. He claims that character is the heart and the soul of every single dramatic story. What is a character? What is a character in a dramatic story? According to Egri, character is the human person in conflict with himself, with other people, with the world, and even with God. And what he becomes through these conflicts is what drives the play, or the movie, or the commercial, or the TV episode. The third element in Egri is conflict. I want something, something gets in my way. I will do anything I can to get it. That is at the heart and the soul of all of Egri's work. So in this first week, I want you to watch The King's Speech. I want you to watch My Name is Lisa and The Lunch Date, those two short 10-minute movies, and then also the play. Sometimes Romeo is Sad, and the other play that's on the syllabus, My Boyfriend's Wife, and also Be the Hunter. And I want you to read them with looking for three things. Looking, first of all, for the premise of the whole thing that you can summarize in one short sentence, like frugality leads to waste. What is the main character, and what are his or her main conflicts? And then we will get into discussing how these conflicts and these characters and this premise is arranged in such a way to reveal what Egri claims is the source and the reason that everybody does artistic things. I want you to read the preface and the introduction and the foreword to Egri, because he tells several stories. The one story about the useless or mindless, it seemed, destruction of one of the statues of Zeus and why that was done. He claims that that is at the heart and soul of drama and of the human condition. He claims that the art of dramatic writing has its basis, as he says, in the creative interpretation of human motives. And then at the end he has that story about the statue of Rodin, and Rodin's rather drastic move when he showed the maquette of it to some students, and they went nuts over how beautiful the hands were. So I want you to pay attention to those things as we begin the course. Every single play, every single television episode, commercial, movie that we study will be organized in our minds, at least in order to understand it, according to those three principles, the principles involved in Egri's book on premise, conflict, and character.